the Bay Area's news station. KRON 4 News at 11 starts now.
People across the Bay Area, the nation, and the world mourning the death of beloved comedian and actor Robin Williams. Williams mostly grew up in the Bay Area. He filmed Mrs. Doubtfire in San Francisco and also made appearances at many local comedy clubs.
This is the Bay Area's news station. KRON 4 News at 11 starts now.
Remembering Robin Williams, celebrities, friends, and fans grieving over the actor and comedian's sudden death. Memorials are growing around the Bay Area, in Hollywood, and locations where he shot some of his popular movie scenes. Williams' death bringing to light the serious nature of depression.
This is the Bay Area's news station. KRON 4 News at 8 starts now.
Tonight at 8, a somber memorial in San Francisco to Rose Park after a man brutally beaten last weekend was taken off of life support today. Brian Higgins was found on the ground Sunday. He was taken to San Francisco General Hospital. Police are now investigating his death as a murder. New tonight, KRON 4's Alicia Reed is live where the beating happened at the corner of Dubois Avenue and Church Streets. She has the latest on the search for Higgins' killer. Alicia.
This is the Bay Area's news station. KRON 4 News at 8 starts now.
New video tonight at 8 of the scene of a deadly police shooting in San Jose. Police say they received calls that a woman with a weapon was threatening to kill her family at a home on Blossom Hill Road. Tonight, an investigation is underway. The woman shot by officers died at the hospital. KRON 4's Philippe Jagal is live tonight in San Jose with the latest. Philippe.
This is the Bay Area's news station. KRON 4 News starts now with breaking news.
There is breaking news out of Oakland tonight. This is a live picture from our helicopter partnership with ABC7. There is a protest going on in the streets of Oakland right now. Scores of people, as you see in this video, are protesting in connection with the Ferguson, Missouri incident involving 18-year-old Michael Brown. Brown was shot and killed last Saturday by a police officer in Ferguson, Missouri. He was unarmed. The officer was white. Brown is black. Several days of protests have been held in Ferguson. Many of them were violent except for the one held last night. You may also recall that Oakland was one of a number of U.S. cities holding nonviolent protests yesterday, supporting the Brown family in Ferguson. Tonight, this demonstration in Oakland is also nonviolent. We will keep an eye on developments throughout this newscast and keep you up to date.
This is the Bay Area's news station. KRON 4 News at 8 starts now.
New video tonight at 8 of the scene of a deadly police shooting in San Jose. Police say they received calls that a woman with a weapon was threatening to kill her family at a home on Blossom Hill Road. Tonight, an investigation is underway. The woman shot by officers died at the hospital. KRON 4's Philippe Jagal is live tonight in San Jose with the latest. Philippe.
Pam, the San Jose Police Department has cleared the scene, but there is still a lot of work to do as this investigation continues. The shooting happened across the street in front of this home here at the intersection of Playa del Rey at Blossom Hill Road, and this is how it all went down. A witness captured the confrontation between the 19-year-old woman and officers on cell phone video. You can see her pointing an object at the officers on scene 3 times while continuing to walk towards police. Now, keep in mind, when officers arrived on scene, they were responding to reports of this woman threatening to kill her family inside the home with an Uzi assault weapon. So officers, believing the woman was holding a gun, fired at least 1 shot, which eventually killed her. We have since learned from the police department that the woman was not holding a gun, but instead was holding a cordless power drill. One neighbor heard what happened and shares her account. Listen.
First I heard like a shot, which one I think like maybe like some firecracker or something, and when I came outside and I saw from my fence here, and they were already, ambulance was there, police was there, and then they already have one person on stretcher and putting in ambulance. It's like, it's so scary, you know, like it just feels scary, and what's going on is like a community. It was good.
Here's a photo of the power drill released by the San Jose Police Department. This is a close-up view. It's a black drill, and police say it was pointed directly at officers. Now, here's some video of the drill with an evidence marker next to it. The San Jose Police Department says it was Officer Wakana Akuma who fired at least one shot, striking the woman. Police say she fired her weapon out of fear for her safety and the safety of the public, as is protocol in all officer-involved shootings here in San Jose. Officer Akuma has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation. As for whether or not there were ever any family members inside of the home during the incident, the police department has not released that information. Live in San Jose tonight, Philippe Jagal, Cron 4 News.
New tonight at 8, surveillance video shows 4 people linked to Monday's shooting outside the Bayfair Center Mall in San Leandro. One person was shot in the leg. Now police say they need the public's help. Investigators believe an argument inside the mall led to shots being fired outside. Crown 4's J.R. Stone shows you more of the video moments before the shooting happened.
You may not notice anything out of the ordinary in this surveillance video, but let's rewind it, slow it down, and zoom in so you can see the handgun that the suspect is holding. He's one of 4 suspects that police need your help in catching. Investigators believe the group was involved in this shooting outside the Bayfair Center Mall in San Leandro.
We're not going to tolerate someone coming to the mall just shooting it up.
One victim was shot in the leg. As to how it went down, this group of 2 males and 2 females walks into this shoe store. Once they see 2 other people, the victims in this case, there is drama. You can see there is an argument and both groups go separate ways, leaving the mall. In fact, surveillance video catches the 4 suspects running out of the mall, all described as being between the ages of 18 and 25. This is the man with the gun. Take a good look at him. He has multiple tattoos and is looking almost directly at the camera. Suspect number 2 has a stocky build and a round face. The final 2 suspects are women, one clearly not trying to hide her identity as her tattoos are visible. Moments later, gunshots ring out and shell casings are left all over the place.
Which was completely dangerous. It was reckless. A lot of people could have got hurt.
The reason why police are hopeful that someone comes forward with new information in this case. At this point, they are unsure if this shooting was gang-related. In San Leandro, J.R. Stone, Cron 4 News.
A former Concord teacher charged with molesting 14 of his students was acquitted on some of those charges today. A jury found Joseph Martin not guilty on charges involving 3 of his former students. However, the jury was deadlocked on the counts involving nearly a dozen other students. Martin was arrested last year after a parent reported that he had inappropriately touched her son. Martin's wife says she plans to keep fighting for her husband.
The DA opts to retry on the 11 remaining accusers. We are prepared to go to another trial. We are prepared to do whatever it takes to do a second round of fighting. He is innocent, and we will keep fighting until his name is cleared.
Martin is still in custody on $10 million bail. A hearing is scheduled for September the 8th. That's when the district attorney will determine whether to retry the case on the 11 charges, which were left deadlocked by the jury. Continuing our coverage into the tragic death of Robin Williams, the actor and comedian's widow revealed today that in addition to depression, Williams was suffering from Parkinson's disease at the time of his suicide. In a statement released today, Williams' wife, Susan Schneider, says, quote, Robin's sobriety was intact, and he was brave as he struggled with his own battles of depression, anxiety, as well as early stages of Parkinson's, which he was not yet ready to share publicly. This latest bombshell has restarted the conversation about what is Parkinson's and how can it be treated. Crown 4's Dan Kerman went to Stanford Medical Center today to get some answers.
Parkinson's disease is a disease of the brain, actually, and also of the body that affects your ability to move.
Dr. Helen Bronte Stewart is the director of Stanford Hospital's Movement Disorders Center. She says the disease comes with a laundry list of symptoms.
It may cause a tremor, may cause the body to become a little little stiffer, a little slower, and it can also affect some of the non-motor signs such as depression, anxiety, sleep disturbances, sometimes thinking difficulties.
While there is no underlying cause of the disease, doctors say the movement problems are caused by a loss of dopamine in the brain. And while there's no cure, there are a variety of treatments. Among them, exercise, medication to replace the dopamine, and surgical procedures like deep brain stimulation.
And what the brain pacemaker, or deep brain stimulation, does is it's just the same as the cardiac pacemaker. It applies a field that then regulates that abnormal rhythm. And so what it does when placed in a specific region in the brain, it helps what we call the sensory motor information move through more smoothly in that part of the brain, and it allows the patient to move better.
The disease does get progressively worse over time and can impact those of any age, but the incidence rises among those over the age of 60. Still, doctors say many, like actor Michael J. Fox, have proven it's no reason to retreat or give up.
You can live a really full life with Parkinson's, and you can have a good quality of life, and you can make a lot of difference in the world.
Ironically, Robin Williams took part in a fundraiser for Parkinson's disease at Stanford Medical Center back in 2006. Dan Kerman, KRON 4 News.
The San Francisco Film Commission released a statement today on Robin Williams. It says, quote, San Francisco has lost one of its own, one of its treasured, and one of its bright lights. Robin was an integral part of the creative community here, and he will be forever missed. And we will continue to cover any developments online. You can check out KRON4.com, our Facebook and Twitter pages, for any up-to-date information. Happening now, San Francisco is saying goodbye to Candlestick Park in a special tribute. Beatles icon Paul McCartney is set to take the stage any moment. His concert expected to be the last big event at Candlestick. KRON 4's Charles Clifford is live tonight in San Francisco, where the fans have crowded in. Charles.
Well, right now I'm standing in the parking lot outside Candlestick Park, and we expect that Sir Paul will take the stage here at any time, and there are already a lot of people inside. But take a look off to my right here. There is a very long line of folks still waiting to park their cars. A lot of these people have told me they've been in traffic for an hour, and actually from where I'm standing, I can see 101 traffic is backed up for miles. And take a look at this. This is a shot from over at the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza. This backup actually extends all the way over to the Bay Bridge. So a lot of people still trying to make their way here to the stadium, but there are already a lot of people inside. Let's take a look at some video. Now, the fog and the wind has been blowing in here all afternoon. That's not unusual for Candlestick Point. A lot of people went in hours early to get their seats. A lot of people buying t-shirts and souvenirs, and of course it's Candlestick, so that means tailgating out in the parking lot. But the really fun thing here this evening is that there are a lot of Beatles and Paul McCartney super fans, including this woman. Her name is Janine. She likes the Beatles so much that she started a cover band with a friend of hers, and when she heard there were Beatles tickets, or Paul McCartney tickets rather, on sale, it was pretty much a no-brainer.
Oh my God! Must do. It's a lifetime event, right? Yeah. He's going to close down the stick, and it's Paul McCartney. So yeah.
All right, back live now. We are going to be here throughout the evening, and coming up at 8:30, we'll have another update on the traffic situation. And later this evening, we might have some video from the concert. For now, that is the very latest here at Candlestick. Charles Clifford, KRON 4 News.
The last time Paul McCartney visited Candlestick Park was back in 1966. In fact, it was the last concert that the Beatles played together. 25,000 fans attended that show. And then in 2010, McCartney dazzled a packed house at AT&T Park, and he performed many hits from his Beatles, Wings, and his solo careers. San Francisco police say anybody caught taking chairs or any other mementos from Candlestick Park during tonight's concert could face vandalism charges.
Where do you think you're going with those? You can't carry it like that. Somebody left it here, man. You know you're not supposed to do that, right? It's not mine.
This video was taken during the last 49ers game at Candlestick Park back in December. Two men took what they thought would be a souvenir from the park, but San Francisco police rushed in and arrested them. San Francisco Parks and Recreation says a total of 100 seats were broken. Ahead tonight at 8, a Southern California wildfire raging out of control. An update on the progress and the firefighting effort. Plus, a scary attack on an AC Transit bus. The quick actions a witness took to help the victim during a stabbing. But first, developments after days of violent protests following the shooting death of unarmed Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri. How the Bay Area is showing its support. Next.
And a live look outside from the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza, where the low clouds are moving back in already. We're going to be seeing fog overnight. I'll tell you how that will affect temperatures tomorrow coming up.